One of the most amazing things about the RNCM is the fact that so many famous musicians from around the world come in to do masterclasses and one-on-one lessons, and there's probably about 3 or 4 for each instrument every year. It's a great way to meet new musicians and very famous players from around the world that you would not normally get the chance to meet and network with.
Between the notes, so I think it's just, I think you have to decide.
While I've been here, I've had masterclasses with Eric Samu and Keiko Abe and Evelyn Glennie, which is a really fantastic experience.
You get a lot of hours of one-on-one tuition time, and the flute tutors at the RNCM are absolutely incredible. You've got Wissam Bustani, Richard Davis, Catherine Baker, amongst many other people.
They're teaching you and guiding you from a professional point of view, not just someone who likes to think they know how to direct. It's really top class, and I think having that as a student is invaluable, really.
For me, the most unique thing about the RNCM was the fact that I can have classical and jazz tuition, both of the highest standards, alongside each other. I can literally split my lessons 50-50 between jazz and classical, which when I come out of college is going to be invaluable, because it means I can turn my hands to as many different genres and as many different gigging opportunities as I can.
We have practice rooms that we can use all throughout the week. We use the studio theatre as well for things like the final recitals, and for our repertoire sessions we have Blueprint as well, so we go to Blueprint Studios.
It's been an absolute privilege to be able to perform in a full-sized opera theatre. And then we have the concert hall as well, so we have the opportunity to perform there, as well as the Carol Nash Recital Room, which is another really good venue for concert performance. A lot of competitions will take place there.
For composers, we get our own space, which only composers get access to. We've got the 6 iMacs. We also have the library, which is filled with thousands of scores. I do my work in the library. It's a really, really nice space to use.
There's a lot of orchestras that you get put in every year, so you can play with symphony orchestra, brass band, concert orchestra, wind orchestra, modern ensembles, brand new orchestra, which is for the composers to come perform their own works. So there's a lot of scope for performance in the RNCM.
The performance programme at the RNCM is so diverse. We're invited by tutors and by the staff to get involved in that, but we also have the opportunity to create our own performance opportunities, which is incredible. For example, we have lunchtime concerts and spotlight concerts that you can apply for, and that gives you the opportunity to perform in the concert hall or the Carol Nash Recital Room. Then also you can audition as a singer for the opera, which I'm fortunate enough to be playing a role in tonight, and that's obviously an incredible opportunity and a lot of fun.
For my placement, I had to do outreach work, and now I actually work with Live Music Now, and me and my duo partner, we go and do concerts in prisons and disabled schools and hospitals, in old people's homes, and I think they take into account the fact that a musician, they might not only be performing, they also have to be versatile in this day and age.
As part of my course this year, I got the chance to audition to play for the BBC Philharmonic Orchestra, and it's part of the Professional Access Scheme the RNCM puts on, which is available to students who are 3rd year upwards. You get the chance to do a real professional audition, which is quite a scary thing, but it's good to be able to do that whilst you're still at college and get that experience out of the way. And after that, I got the chance to play in the BBC Philharmonic. It's really good to be able to do this as part of your course at the RNCM, as it gets the scary side of the first time you have to sit in a professional orchestra out of the way.
Being a part of the opera, I've really found that I've had my own experience of actually being in what would be a professional opera production, working with a professional director and conductor and with a full-sized orchestra, and just having that opportunity at a conservatoire is absolutely invaluable, and at an undergraduate level as well, because a lot of the time you don't get that until you're a lot older, so that's been really great.
You'll be compelled to laugh, and you'll be delighted with everything you see.
Performing in front of live audiences is quite scary, but really exciting at the same time. It makes you raise your game as well. You know that you have a standard to hit, and you want to be worthy of that. So it's really challenged me, but it's definitely an exciting thing, and you feel as though it's worthwhile putting in that work.
The most important thing that I've learnt at the RNCM is how to deal with musicians. For me, that was something which I hadn't had too much experience in before coming here, but it's really affected my professionalism. I think that's been the biggest thing for me, is how players will respond to what I say to them and when to take a step back, when to say something. So yeah, I think that's been the most important thing.
It's all very well, learning how to play your instrument, but actually how you conduct yourself, how you make contacts and how you network, which is so vital in this profession.
My plans for the future is to return to the RNCM to do the 2-year master's course. I did apply to other conservatoires and got in, but I have to say that the RNCM for composition was absolutely the strongest candidate.
I think that everyone, all my peers would agree with me that when they started here, they probably had no idea what their 4-year journey was going to be like. But now as I approach graduation, I'm thrilled with what I've achieved, and I think I've achieved my full potential. And I think I'm really well set up now to not only to embrace the professional world, but also to know what I want to gain from it and to know the different courses I can take within the professional world.
My plans for the future lie in a couple of different areas at the moment. I have a couple of opportunities to be playing abroad in places such as Switzerland and Portugal with some soul bands that I play in. But my plans for once I finish college will be play music. Anything that enables me to play lots and lots of music is fine by me.